Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hot singles in your area are
staring into the forest and grinning absently.
Good Morning Night Vale.
Hey there, sweet little babies. It's me, your friend, your babe, Symphony Sanders.
Hi, my babies. It's me, your buddy, Hal Lublin.
Hi, boobies. It is me, your best pal, Megan. And I'm about to cough, but I'm not going to. I'm going to swallow it, guys.
Okay. Got this, Meg.
Big deep breath in. What we're doing, we are 3 cast members of the hit popular podcast, Welcome to Night Vale. And we are recapping every episode of that show, episode by episode, sharing stories and feedback so we can learn more about the show and ourselves. We're recording this episode tonight, Tuesday, November 7th. It's Election Day in America. I hope you voted. Mm-hmm. And I have a cold. I
have to say something. The amount of will you're exerting right now to not cough the entire time that we're talking is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen you make these faces before, but now I know it's this determination of this will not no, I'm fighting this off. And
she's an Aries. It's sheer will.
Yeah, I'm deeply impressed.
It makes her a boss babe. This episode is episode 147, The Protestor, and the description is as follows. The blood space war is not without its detractors. Let's talk about it.
Here we are, back in the blood space war.
Wow.
Yeah.
This one messed me up, I'll tell you what. Because, first of all, great Allie. It's so fun to hear a friend's voice on there as Basima. But yeah, the consequences are real. We start out kind of lighthearted in a way, talking about the gap in the moon, how there's a donk taken out of the dang moon. But nobody remembers how it happened, which is the messed up part. Because, you would remember if, a part of the moon just, busted apart. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
But one thing I did take out of this that I found amusing was a Commotion of astronomers.
Names of the things of the groups.
Or astronomers.
Names of the groups of things.
Yes, nouns of gathering.
I love those. Right? Like a murder of crows or whatever. Like, I love that.
Yeah. I think a business of ferrets or something like that.
Yes. I like a flamboyance of flamingos.
That's a good one.
A congress of monkeys.
A congress.
Yes.
That is like our Congress. Bunch of monkeys. Also, the fact that they're like, is it a Mandela effect that like maybe the moon always had a chunk out of it?
Yeah.
Like you never notice. I find that so hard to believe. I don't know, like it's one thing like the whole Shazam thing with Sinbad.
Oh yeah.
And the Bernstein Bears or whatever.
Yes. Because of the Berenstain Bears, and everybody thinks it's Berenstain. I thought it was Berenstain for a long time until I actually went back and looked at the books.
I'll be honest with you, I had not looked at one of those books in a million years. It could have been anything. And the last time I looked at it, I was like a little kid, and I could like barely read.
Yeah. Didn't you want to live in their tree though?
No.
Oh, I did.
I like living in a house. What am I, an elf?
I thought it was like a house. You went inside. It was nice. It was like, the shitting bears for Charmin. Like they live in a house, but the inside of the Berenstain Bears tree looked way nicer than the crap bear house.
I guess I don't remember that either. Maybe the Mandela effect for me is that I don't even remember any of it. I remember that it exists, kind of, but that's it. But vaguely.
Is this a Jeffrey episode?
Yes. All of the Blood Space War.
Okay.
Oh.
This arc of the Blood Space War is Jeffrey.
Okay. You know what signified it as a Jeffrey to me?
What?
Is the Dog Pound Boys. Like, that is such a Jeffrey. I feel like that's something that would come up if we were having a conversation. Like, it's just in it's coded into his comedic DNA.
Yeah. He's a weird one, that Craner. I love
Dog Pound Boys.
Dog Pound Boys. That's hilarious.
So yeah, as you mentioned before, this episode has Ali Chan as a guest voice.
Yes.
Playing Basima. And it's a really, really super solid performance.
Mm-hmm.
We get it in two pieces as the memory starts to shift and fade as we see that the structure of the Blood Space War has begun to affect the world of Night Vale. Mm-hmm. Because people are going back and forth through time and changing things to fix battles, and just goes on and on and on forever, which is a lovely metaphor about the futility of war and how we're all just sort of killing different people all the time.
Yes. And that just to participate in a war, even if you're trying to stop the war, like there are going to be casualties involved. It's unavoidable. You can't avoid anything involved in the war is just going to destroy something. In this case, for John Peter's brother to go back and try to prevent it all from happening has wiped out like most of Night.
Thousands of people.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of like time travel and alternate timeline media.
Yeah.
In the past couple of months, because part of it is it's what's on TV. Part of it is films that I enjoy. So it is like the idea of the consequences of time travel. I was very tuned into it. It's a sad ending. It's like all I can imagine is being a listener. Oh. In what was this? Is 2020, wasn't it? Or is this
2019?
Okay, still 2019.
May of 2019.
May of 2019. Okay, so we're still
outside and happy.
But like listening to that and the shock of like, wait, Carlos doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, we're still outside. Everything was fine. We're all good. We're all sharing one cup of water when we went out to eat.
Eating at buffets.
Yeah, eating at buffets. Right. I'll still eat at a buffet sometimes. Depends on the buffet. Do you know there's a TikTok account of a girl who goes to buffets and sees how long she can stay there before they kick her out? And she just eats. She's like, it costs $20 and I kept eating. And then after 4 hours, like she went to an all-you-can-eat, I think it was a Chinese buffet. Yeah. And after 4 hours, they were like, the manager says you're eating too much. You have to leave. But then the twist is she tips like the wait staff. She tips people like $100 each on her way out the door. She tips extremely well.
Wow.
And it's crazy. But all of that to say there is like a weird I guess I'm tuned into the idea of like, what are the consequences of time travel?
Yeah.
Just even outside of war, what happens if you change something? Does it like, is this like family disappearing from a photograph?
Right.
Because of stuff you did? Or are we in an alternate timeline where like, are we as the listeners?
Right. Did it splinter the timelines?
Yeah. Moving around to an alternate timeline where Carlos never existed.
Or does it erase it and then it can go back? Like, can it be, it has to be repaired because thankfully we know because we're in the future. Mm-hmm. See, time travel. Whoa.
We're time travelers. But yeah, there is that idea of like, obviously in this one, things are disappearing because as it goes further along, you're like, oh, this is there. Either he's talking about things as if they're just like Hunt a Car is a brand new concept to him, and there's no dog park. It was never actually built. Yeah. Harrison Kipp doesn't exist. Carlos got a beard and then he's gone. Yeah. Yes. And then I just wrote, oh no.
Cecil has a dog named Aubergine.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's all wild. And we can't have that. We can't have this. This will not stand. So they've got to figure out how to fix this. It was definitely like a cliffhanger sort of moment that gave me like very big stress. Although I know, because again, I'm in the future, I know it's fine. Like he's fine. Like Carlos exists. But I can't imagine, like we were saying, Hal, being back in 2019 being like, what? No. I'd be literally screaming and pulling my headphones out probably.
Yeah.
And it's kind of subtle the way it's done too, because this episode is.
Oh yeah.
In the beginning, they're like having their Cecil and Carlos moment. He's talking about how much he still loves him after all these years, and then when we get to the end of the episode, it's like he never even existed, which hurts way more than it would be if it was like he's violently taken away, but him being taken away the way he was is even more violent in a way.
Well, and that goes with I started to feel like suspect that was what was going to happen when they started saying, does it really hurt if you didn't know that the person was gone? Would it still hurt? Like, would it still be bad? It's like you wouldn't know, so you wouldn't feel bad. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that scares the crap out of me. And that actually makes me sadder. Like Meg said, I think that is the more tragic of the two, don't you think?
Yeah, I think there's like this, it's so sad. Yeah. It's so sad. And to think of, okay, this person now doesn't know that their true love has gone, it never existed. But don't you imagine somewhere there's like a yearning, like there's some weird,
like deep down
thing at the back. Yeah. Like of just like, I can't explain it, but I feel like something's missing from my life.
Yeah.
And it feels like something that I had, like if you were able to name it, like feels like something that I had that I don't have anymore, but I never had it at the same time. Or does it come to you in dreams? Like how could that thing manifest itself? Right.
I wonder if it's just like a feeling of longing and loneliness. Do you know what I mean? Like you're just like, I wish.
Yeah.
You might see people holding hands and walking in the park and be all of a sudden struck by that and be like, wow, I really wish I had that, and be sad for yourself, even though you probably also have things that you're happy about in your life, but you're like, wow, I feel like that one thing is missing in my life as well.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, too sad. But in the as I'm like sorrows.
Good wrap up.
Prayers and sorrows. As all of this stuff is starting to disappear, of course, so does the goddamn city council, because they can't, because nobody in Night Vale is good at the job.
I wrote city council is the fuck out.
Yeah,
because they're always just the fuck out.
Yeah, South Dakota, girl. South Dakota.
Never been. It's one of the states I'm missing.
I've been to South Dakota. It's all right.
How many? You can't be missing many states at this point, right? Less than 10, fewer than 10.
I think I'm missing 5.
Yeah.
South Dakota is one of them.
I still got my last 2. I've been all 48 contiguous, baby.
Let's go to Alaska together.
Yes.
Want to do a cruise?
Yeah.
Or you want to just get sled dogs?
Yeah, just haul us in our luggage and our bags. Yeah, I want to go up there. It looks very beautiful. I would love to see a glacier before, woo, it goes away.
Before they're puddles?
Yeah.
Just large lakes?
I would love that. And, they got legal marijuana there, so I'm good.
They have legal marijuana everywhere.
Yeah, that's
not
pretty...
everywhere.
They have legal marijuana in Ohio now. Ohio just passed it. Tonight they did.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, Ohio.
Yeah, Pennsylvania passed it, I think, right? Didn't they? Pennsylvania, New York did.
New York's been.
California, obviously.
Yeah.
Leading the way.
Yeah, New York did. When I was making my doctor's appointment today for my cold, they were like, "Are you making this appointment for a medical marijuana consultation?" And I was like, "No, but let's go back to Meg in 2004 and tell her that that's a thing that exists."
Yeah.
Let me get in my DeLorean. I'm going to bring you someone.
Climb through the wormhole of time.
Yeah, speaking of time travel, honestly, thinking about that when I was a youth, when I was first beginning my journey, my advocating for cannabis and cannabis rights, it was never, I was like, oh, we were always hoping for like a federal like decriminalization type thing. But like the multiple like recreational legal places, medically legal, I mean, it's just promising in a pretty scary and unpromising world when little changes are being made towards progress instead of backwards,
Yeah.
Let me live,
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to live your life over there.
That's right.
Just trying to be free out here,
Trying to be free and live my life.
One thing I think is like really delicately handled in this episode is the idea, the concept of what war does to a family.
Yeah.
When a member of the family has gone and served, in this case, like literally that person comes back and is out of sync because they're what, 19 years old?
Yes.
Her father's 19 years old. She's 20. Her mother is
45.
Is much older than that. Yeah. So, but overall, the concept of you go away, you deal with this horrible thing that your family can't fathom, and they have to carry on with their lives, which you're not a part of. So when you come in or when you return, it can be a difficult fit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's great, but that possibility exists, and it certainly changes things. And there's an entire generation of people that served in like World War II that wouldn't talk about it, or who are Vietnam veterans who also won't talk about it because it's so traumatic.
Of course.
That it just becomes compartmentalized. But that also separates you from the people you're closest with, because it's something that it's a part of you that you can't share because you can't, you haven't processed the trauma, not properly, but you haven't processed the trauma really at all in a way that would allow you to share it and be okay. So there's always a part of you that your family doesn't have access to,
Yeah. Well, I think it's made more difficult in this case because he's 19 in every way, not just like he doesn't remember the life that he created or the person that he was even when he met her mom. Do you know what I mean? So the experiences that he had to get to be that person haven't happened to him yet. And yet he's been at war and he's 19, which I thought was interesting because wasn't Earl Harlan also 19 for a really long time?
Yes. No, his kid showed up who was 19.
There was a 19 there.
We need our Earl Harlan.
Yeah,
lore.
I think he was 19 for a while. And then he showed up, ended up having a kid. Anyway, but that part, but then Basima is like a couple years older, right, than her dad.
She's 20 and he's 19.
Right.
So she's a year older.
Right. So like the things that she needs from him as a father, and he is incapable of giving to her in a way because he hasn't had those experiences to become the father that he would need to be. And she can't fully just be his friend. So that's tearing their family apart in a way. Like, obviously, Basima is trying to be supportive and care for them, and so is her mom, but like it's got to be a really tough situation to try and like work through, not to mention the ravages of war, right? In addition to the ravages of someone's time away from their family and in a horrible war.
War guys, don't do it.
Yeah. Anti-war. Staunchly anti-war
Staunchly anti-war here.
at the show.
As I said, war, what is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
That's right.
Say it again.
But yeah, there's no dog park, which I'm not terribly bothered by.
Well, I mean, what's really, there's no dogs allowed there anyway.
Right.
So.
Exactly. That's a loose term.
But I thought it was also interesting and super sad when she disappeared, like during the tape.
Yeah.
That was messed
She vanishes.
up. Because she was like realizing her own undoing,
Yeah.
which was so sad.
Yeah. It was.
Because there was nothing she could do about it.
But it's so fun, just from a storytelling perspective, that we, our view of this is as listeners to a radio station, and this is the broadcast for that day, and this is what is happening, and it disintegrates right in front of us. It's just such a really effective use of the stage of the radio show.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree.
And that there's like nothing on the tape anymore. And like, he's like, what?
What was I doing?
Right.
If only we had a scientist.
No.
Up next, we hear from fans and friends of the show. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather, which was Shake by Wednesday's Wolves. Why are you shaking your head? What is it?
I'm shaking.
You're shaking too? You're shaking. Oh, yeah, you're
shaking.
You're paying heed to the instruction.
Yeah.
I see. Now I'm doing it.
The first thing and the biggest thing that I wrote was snaps. Because it was like, it started off very like, and it like got me immediately. You had me at snaps, And I wrote that down too. Had me from snaps. So I enjoyed it very much. And then I ended up looking them up, Wednesday's Wolves, because I thought they had a cool name. But on their Instagram, they haven't posted since November of 2022.
Oh, no.
But they're still active.
Oh, that's good.
They are still active. They're a duo from Oxfordshire, which is in the UK for those of you who are in the UK. And I believe they play locally in Oxfordshire.
Woo.
Around the UK. So if you check out their website, you'll be able to find more about them, but not much more.
Were they a submission?
I'm guessing they were a submission. I could go bother Joseph right now and ask him, but he won't remember.
Well,
You think we should quiz him sometime about stuff like this, just as bonus content to see what he remembers? We'll just call it What Joseph Remembers.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Well, tonight I asked him, I was like, we're doing episode 147 tonight. And he's like, I have no idea what that was. So I was like, it's the Blood Space Force series. He's like, yeah, Jeffrey wrote those. He's like, the memory is not sharp for me of what happens during them, which to me makes the world of Night Vale seem like a miracle. That because there are so many episodes and so many storylines, I'm like, how is it that they have not just completely
redone
Ouroboros themselves?
Right. Yeah. But somehow they do it. They keep doing it. We're obsessed.
True.
And for that, we love them.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Well, it's also something that happened over 4 years ago. So it can be tough.
We say it was 2019, so it was last year. But
that's right. It was only a week ago.
2019.
But 2019, actually, guys, was 4 years ago. It was not last year.
Who knew?
That's wild.
Yeah. It's a whole college education ago.
But it makes me feel like we could for sure catch up to the show.
I feel like we're getting there, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting close.
Yeah, we're close.
We're 4 years away.
We're only 90 episodes back right now.
Just 4 years. They take breaks.
We're pacing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do 20 episodes a year.
We do more. We do what? 22?
We do
more.
Not that it's a contest, but we do 22, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
no, we do
maybe.
more than that. I don't know. 22 or 20.
Unless it's a leap year.
Yeah.
Next year's a leap year. We don't know how many we'll have.
It is.
Don't forget to set your calendars back.
When we were weekly, we had a chance, but
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're just sort of keeping pace.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we don't want to run out of material, right?
Right. This is a measured choice.
We don't want to be like, you boys better put out an episode real soon, otherwise. Because I don't want to be like, all right, we can't do episodes. Slow and steady.
Hey guys, it's us again.
it's more fun and entertaining to have some time between what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about episodes that just came out because people aren't going to be caught up.
Right.
And also it feels like we're, because these episodes were so long ago, we feel like we can talk about them a little bit more freely and a little less preciously.
Yeah, we're not an after show.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a whole other vibe.
And that's who we are.
Yeah.
You know who else we are?
Who?
We are people who enjoy calzones.
Fact.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoyers of calzones over here, and we've got a piping hot one for you.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
Lately, I've been all over the place. Between touring, dog sitting, and traveling, my routine has become non-existent. Now that my travel schedule has slowed down, I need to get back to eating real food and not just grabbing what I can when I can. And Factor is making that easier for me. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes and require little to no prep and no cleanup. So even on the days when my schedule is completely out of whack, eating well is still achievable. Like today, I had 3 meetings and a client. By the time I was done, I was hungry and I just needed to eat. So I grabbed the Beurre Blanc filet mignon with Parmesan risotto and it was delicious. I was amazed at how tender it was and how flavorful the risotto was and saved me from having to pick something up quick. And in 2 minutes, I had something healthy, fresh, and delicious. So if you like fast, easy, and delicious meals, I think you would like Factor meals too. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/GMNV50OFF and use code GMNV50OFF to get 50% off and 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That's code GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. See website for more details.
First off, we're going to just start right out we have a voicemail from Anonymous.
I wanted to talk about episode 147, The Protestor. That moment at the end where Cecil forgets Carlos, or rather Carlos and Cecil's relationship is erased from time. That was the only moment I have ever cried from a podcast. It just hit me right in the chest. That's all I wanted to say. It's going to be a while before you guys get to this episode, so yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, I totally agree, Anonymous, that this is a very emotionally effective episode because it is not heavy-handed at all. It does not tell you at any point that you're going to be punched in the gut, and then you are punched in the gut.
Sometimes it be like that and it hurts real bad. Up next in the Calzone, we have Ben. Ben writes, hi. The blood space war being back in the last episode, The Dreamer, got me thinking, is this just an allegory for the Afghan war? Because the whole time-traveling baby grandma soldier thing is kind of how the first Americans born after 9/11/2001 are just now starting to fight in Afghanistan. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Wow. Wow. That just really threw me through a loop. I didn't even think about that. Also, Cecil said that nobody knows how the fighting started, like they weren't born yet, or why they are fighting. Maybe the blood space war is being fought because the Empire needs natural resources, arms, sales, and opium. Who knows? Anyway, great show. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, Ben, that just blew my tiny little mind because September 11th 2001, I was a fully sentient person, thinking about that there was some first Americans born then are now have started fighting in Afghanistan is crazy to think of. Time is weird and horrible.
And wars are long and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't it? I think it definitely a metaphor for the Afghanistan war, a metaphor for just a lot of wars in general, and the futility of that, and then how you can keep backtracking through time to try to go make things right and make things right. But when you're making things right through killing and violence and genocide, you're just that can't be you're trying to fix something delicate with a sledgehammer.
Yep.
Right.
All right. Final chomp on the calzone is from David, who writes, "Hello, good morning, Night Vale Triumvirate. Hopefully this caught your attention." It did. A few quick and most likely grammatically incorrect ADHD things. Can I hold on, David and everybody else. I'm going to say this again. I feel like I've said it before. Please do not feel like you have to disqualify or discount what you're going to say as this is rambling. This is probably wrong. We're happy to hear from everybody. It means a lot that everybody takes the time to write us or call in or however you're contacting us. So we are excited and honored to read the things you write to us on this show. So just, make sure you're doing some positive self-talk as well. That's it. All right. Number 1. I've been a Welcome to Night Vale fan since 2013 and was there for the first Philly show. I was actually in Cecil's tweet about the show. See the attached pic. I'm the sheriff's secret police helicopter pilot. My first cosplay. Going to change to something else because a few years ago I found out my blood type is ACAB positive. Fell off for a few years, but recently found it again. 1A. I'm really behind on Good Morning Night Vale, so no idea if I'll ever get fully caught up what episode you're going to be at when you read this. So I don't have any episodic specific mind cannons. Well, surprise, it was this one. Number 2. Oh, this is an interesting one. Can we get a t-shirt that just says 0 days? Did I or did I not, in a private conversation with the three of us, pitch this as a shirt idea?
You absolutely did.
Maybe it'll be some Patreon exclusive merch.
Could be.
Ooh.
The answer is maybe.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, everybody. This is the only way you'll find out is by tuning in and staying, by the way. Number 3, when Meg gave a shout out to Rowan University /Glassboro, I did a little happy dance because I went to Rowan and still live in South Jersey. Yeah, South Jersey. Number 4, thanks to Hal, belated Shanatova, to you as well. When I go to a Wawa, there's a 55% chance I will walk out with a tasty cake. All right, David, I know you're a South Jersey person, so you're in on Wawa. I'm going to give you my special Wawa thing. This is what I get. This was my classic Wawa order. Not even an order. Go get a soft pretzel, one of their soft pretzels. Their soft pretzels are fine. They're unique to them. I enjoy them. Then you get a bottle of the orange drink, not the juice, the orange drink, like Orangeade, which, for fun fact for people in that area, used to be Rosenberg's dairy. That used to be who made those things. And then I think Wawa bought the dairy and it's just all Wawa branded. Those two things together, that's real good. You want to really spice it up? Get a package of Goldberg peanut chews and you're welcome. Number 5. All of the touring / driving stories make me wish I could tour with you, despite having no reasons to be there. Granted, I'm sure a good number of listeners want to tour with you. That's true. I'm like a fan who gets to tour every once in a while, and it's great. But I also come in at the end. And I'm like the shot of B12.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, isn't this great that we get to do this?
And we're like,
I'm not working right now. I'm here.
We've been on the road for 3 weeks. Yeah, Hal, we're so excited for you to be here. I've had 6 hours of sleep, for the past month.
Let's stay up all night and do each other's nails. Number 6, if both you and your characters could be any Salvador Dali painting, what would it be and why? The only one I can think of is Persistence of Memory, and I, for some reason, think I could eat those melting clocks. And I don't know why, but I'm interested in that one, and therefore it is also the one Steve would pick. What about the two of you? Symphony?
I'm trying to think of like which one Tamika would be, but like I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Give me a second.
Okay. You know what? While you take a second, I'm going to throw in another fun fact about the show that you went to, David, which is that Theater of the Living Arts, as you know, but maybe some people don't, is right next to Jim's Steaks, which is my favorite cheesesteak place in Philadelphia. And after the second show, I took a bunch of people over. You both went, didn't you?
I went.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went.
For sure I did.
And I got 2 cheesesteaks, and I never had 2 cheesesteaks from Jim's before. And I'll tell you what, one is fine. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Also, you wrote Slava Ukraini at the end of your email, so I wanted to read that out as well. But getting back, do we have a Salvador Dali painting Meg?
No.
Okay.
Maybe
Fair
the
enough.
one.
Yeah. Which one? Go ahead.
I'm going to say the anthropomorphic cabinet.
Anthropomorphic cabinet? Okay.
I'm going to say the American Dream.
American Dream. Well, oh, look at that. Sexy.
That's not a Dali painting. Hang on.
Nope.
What about this one? The triumphant elephant.
The triumphant elephant.
The horse saddled with time.
That's a horse safe. There you go, David. That's now you have the info that you needed to get you through the day, as all of you do. So it is to me to say thank you to everyone who listens, everyone who writes in, everyone who calls. Telephone, telegraph, tell a fellow fan about this show. So the more, the merrier. And we're grateful that you all are here with us. The next episode will be The Broadcaster. Until then, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwiner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to talk about the moon at length. This show is powered by our patrons like Caitlin Llewellyn, Carter, Chris Brose, Calibri, and Christopher Nix. If you are interested in supporting this show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider hypercool kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at Night Vale Chat. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, and Joseph Fink. Calzone ingredient of the week is an ingredient you never knew you were missing, but you are still somehow very much missing it.